Brian.
No.
Yeah, come on.
No, Steve, I said no. 2 pints, please, Denise. If we had the 2 rooms, maybe, but we're not getting the television set, not with only the 1.
But I wouldn't have it on all the time, honest.
Yes, you would. I know you. You'd be up till 5 in the morning watching The Interference and twiddling with the knobs.
Oh, but it's educational, though, isn't it?
The first sign of anything educational and you're off channel hopping.
Oh, no, I want it for the documentaries, you know, about plants that eat insects and flowers that dance in the dark. Distant tribes in remote regions indulging in acts of savagery and not wearing any knickers.
Oh, yes, the Nicholas School of Anthropology. You're a real student of Homo sapiens, you are.
Oh, come on, Bray. Look, I got enough for the deposit. We'll go halves on the rent, eh?
No, Steve, I said no. We are not getting the television set. I mean, we get that in and that will be the end of it. Never get a chance to read a book or play a record or anything. Look, Steve, why do you have to stay in all the time? I mean, why can't you go about more with your friends?
Because I haven't got any friends, have I?
Well, you could make some.
Oh, it's not that easy, though, is it? I mean, friends don't come here ready to assemble kits like coffee tables, snap a couple of planks together and screw in the legs.
You can all make friends, Steve. Anyone can make friends. All you need is a lively sense of fun, a cheerful tolerance and a willingness to join in.
Oh, dib, brain, dob. I wasn't actually thinking of going on summer camp with the Cubs.
Look, Steve, you know what I'm filling in here, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
It's my university admissions form. I am making my choice. I am going to university. Do you understand? I am going. As an individual, as a delegation of 1. I'm going. Not us.
Yeah, well, I know I'm not going. So?
Well, I am.
Well, spotty artichokes for you. Anyway, I'll be all right on my own. I'm not going to pine away, am I, eh?
Well, I know that, Steve, but you ought to make an effort to get to know people. I mean, friends are rainy day insurance, a bit put by. Now, I'm going to college. I can't help but meet people. But let me tell you, Stephen, it's no fun in a bedsit on your own. I know, I've done it. I mean, short of drawing you a diagram of a noose with a neck in it, how much more explicit could I be?
I'll be all right, Bray. Popularity's my middle name.
Not the way I've been spelling it.
Shut your gob and give us a packet of crisps, barmaid.
I'm sorry, Denise.
Anyway, I know a place of refuge and sanctuary where everyone gets a warm welcome and none are turned away.
Oh, where's that?
Down the left leg of Denise's tights.
There's also this photograph of this man who's fully conscious with his eyeball on his cheek, having his conjunctivitis treated by acupuncture. Do you want to see it?
No, thank you, Sonia. No, I won't bother for a moment. I was more wondering if you could give me a spot of advice about filling in the form, having been to university yourself.
Yeah, well, choice-wise, Brian, your political affiliations and ideological underpinnings are very relevant in the decision-making process.
Yes, but the BSc course in quantity surveying is hardly controversial, though, is it?
Yeah, well, even so, you still want to choose a sort of radical university where they teach quantity surveying, like they're still angry about it.
Oh, you mean that student agitation and unrest extends even to the scientific disciplines? It's not just an arts prerogative?
No, I mean, like where I was at, they had this really militant Department of Engineering, you know. It was almost guerrilla engineering. And there are all these kind of urban terrorists up in the construction department who are really into anarchy and that.
Anarchists in the construction department?
Oh, yeah, like they were designing all these buildings so that when you'd finished putting them up, they'd all fall down.
Well, that could kill people.
Well, they didn't seem much worried about that. Anyway, did you have somewhere in mind?
Yes, well, what I was thinking was, Sonia, of making my first choice Reading.
Reading? You're applying to Reading?
Yes, why? Something wrong?
Oh, no. There do happen to be universities in London as well.
Well, but Reading is the nearest one that does this course.
Yeah, well, O'Brien, OK, if that's what you're into. If you want to go away and start getting into experimental relationships up the hall of residence, then it's your trip. You go blow your bubbles, you know?
Sonia, I'm going there to learn in the Faculty of Urban and Regional Studies. It'll all be work, theodolites and gumboots. Anyway, we'll still be able to see each other. We can take it turnabout. I'll come down one weekend and bring you up the next.
No thanks, Brian. I don't particularly want to be regurgitated on a fortnightly basis.
Sonia, am I really asking that much? Am I really being that unreasonable?
Look, Brian, I don't want to spend the next 3 years of my life living from one weekend to another.
But there's holidays. There's long holidays. I could visit you in the holidays.
What, like I was Butlins, you mean, or the Lake District? I've only got one life too, Brian, and I'm not spending it sitting here like Sister Bridget, the nun.
Well, so much for our so-called open-ended relationship.
Well, if you can open your end, I'm opening mine.
Women, you're so illogical. You're all the same.
If you're going to get sexist in here, I'll have to call the manager.
Hey, Mike, you're the sort of man whose conversation is one vast panorama of buttonhole-in rhetoric and scintillating anecdote, aren't you?
What's that?
Well, it says here in this book that the art of good conversation is being a good listener. So I thought if you said something, I could get a bit of practicing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at the ones on her.
Yeah. Can I ask you a hypothetical question, please?
Oh, what is it, Steve? I'm trying to read me paper.
Oh, no, it won't take a minute. Look, just say you were a sort of single, unattached kind of bloke who didn't know many people, but was anxious to win universal recognition and unanimous social acclaim. How'd you go about it?
Dunno.
But say you went home tonight, right, and your house had been destroyed by a gas explosion, your kids had all gone off to Australia and your wife would run off with a dog. What would you do?
You've got a great future in store for me, haven't you?
No, but I mean, how would you sort of go about picking up the threads, meeting people and making new friends?
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Oh. Yeah, well, I'd take up something, wouldn't I? Hobby. You know, join a club. Yeah. Yeah, I'd take up something. You could take up plumbing, couldn't you, eh?
Yeah. Sort of like evening classes in woodwork and that. Or car maintenance, yeah. Do you think you get a lot of girls doing car maintenance?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you might well do these days. No, I'd take up breeding.
Take it up. Thought you'd given it up.
For shows. You know, cage birds, tropical fish. Oh, you can meet an awful lot of people for your tropical fish, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting to be.
No, I mean, all them societies and hobbies and clubs and that. They're just sort of social sellotape for holding the world together. I mean, look at the divorcee clubs. The only thing they got in common is that they're divorced. It's sad.
Heartbreaking, isn't it?
No, it is a bit sad, though, that people have to winkle out flimsy excuses to get together. Like evening classes was an act of desperation and breeding whippets was a cry for help.
Do you think if I cried for help, I might be able to finish my paper?
Do you know what I mean, though? I mean, like games were an alternative to friendship and bingo was a substitute for sex.
Want to come round our house, mate? I reckon sex is a substitute for bingo. What's the matter then? Has old what's his name? Old Brian run off with another brother, has he?
Oh, no. I just thought I'd put myself about a bit, you know. Get a bit tired of the same old crowd, same old faces, same old places.
Oh, that's all right then, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I just thought you was on your Jack Jones.
Oh, no. Hey, Mike,
Yeah?
how much would a couple of tropical fish be? Can you turn it up? Turn it up a bit. I can't hear it. The telly.
Not a bad pint, that.
Yeah, quite a good head on it, really.
Go on, then, Sonny. What were you going to say?
Well, what I mean is, Sandra, is you'd think it would be statistically impossible for all men to be chauvinist pigs, but they are, every one of them, all going around with their little corkscrew tails and their big buckets of swill.
Yeah, right. They all talk about equal wages. But when it comes to the crunch, they just want to go up in from one pair of sheets to another, like a squad of demented bedbugs.
But Brian never struck me like that.
Who's for another drink?
We'll have
then?
another drink in a minute, right? I mean, 2 years it's been, Sandra. That's like a 24-month relationship. mutually supportive and everything, right? Well, I know there are the weekends, but
I've tried that, Sonia. It doesn't work. Never for 3 years.
Oh, it's just totally depressing. You feel the whole feminist movement's running up the down escalator. Pressure's always there to stuff you right back in a traditional female role.
Well, what do you think you're going to do about Brian?
Shut you, Sandra. I just don't know.
You want to do a PSV licence for London Transport, Son. Get yourself a job as a bus driver. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I might.
Well, it keeps you out of the sideboard, you know. You don't want let the swine get you down.
You girls mind if we join you?
Oh, good.
We don't happen to be girls. We happen to be women.
There is another table over there, you know.
Yeah, so shove off and swallow your pasty. Lemmings.
Hey, why don't we take a burn up the services then? Or best done up the M4.
Oi, give him a brine bucket, Leslie.
Hello, Steve.
Hi, Bright. Kettle's still up.
Oh, Tom. Oh, no. You had to go and do it, didn't you? After all I said to you in direct defiance of my wishes, you had to go out and do that.
Do what? I haven't done anything.
Well, take it back.
I haven't said anything.
I said take it back, Steve, and I mean immediately, at once, now.
What?
That, of course, what do you think? The television set.
Oh, the television set. Yeah, right. Okay, Bri, yeah. There you go. One television set.
It's a canary.
No, Bri. No. It's a small, yellow television set. See, left wing for vertical, right wing for horizontal. To change channels, you twist its cuttlefish bone, and when you want to turn it off, you slap it on the beak.
Well, what's it doing here?
I'm keeping it. It's me pet.
Your pet? I thought you hated pets. I thought your only interest in pets was sticking forks in them and eating them with vegetables.
No, I just bought it, that were all.
I can't get over this. It goes so against the grain of your old oak personality. I mean, why a canary, eh? Why?
Well, I just sort of joined something like, you know. So I thought I'd take up fancying. Went out and bought it after work. I've been up the bird fancies in Ogle tonight.
Bird fancying? That's a bit middle-aged and thick around the waist, isn't it? How'd you get on?
Oh, I didn't enjoy it very much. I was the only one there with a canary. Everyone else had homing pigeons.
Pigeons? What, they all had pigeons and you turned up with a weedy little canary looking like a splat out of a bottle of Piccalilli?
All right, Bri, just leave it alone, will you?
Hey, you should have said it was a homing canary, Steve. No, you should have said it was a pigeon, and the reason it was yellow was that it worked for the council and it hadn't had a chance to take its oilskins off.
Yeah, all right, you've had your snigger. I'm glad I've afforded you a bit of entertainment, all right?
I'm sorry, Steve. It's just things between me and Sonia aren't all they should be at the moment.
Oh, well, look, you know, if there's a snippet you want to get off your chest, then it's strictest confidence with me, Bri. I mean, that's what brothers are for, isn't it, eh? Yeah?
Well, I can rely on you not to repeat this.
No moles in this house, Bri. Yeah?
Well, what's wrong, you see, between me and Sonia is that, well, we've been going through a sticky patch and, quite frankly, we've been having some trouble.
Oh. Well, I've heard these quite good reports about these Japanese seaweed pills. You take two about 20 minutes before
It's
you're
not
gonna-
that sort of a problem, you great pillar. Honestly, the way your mind works. What's wrong is that Sonia is against me going to Reading. She thinks I'm only going to university in Reading to get away from her and to sleep around.
Well, you are, aren't you? Seems like a reasonable assumption to me.
That's not why I'm going there at all. I am going there to get qualified in quantity surveying, not do a PhD in getting my leg over.
Oh, education's wasted on people like you.
The point is, do I go to Reading and split with Sonia, or do I stay in London but do a different course?
You mean you might stay in London?
Well, I could do, yes.
Sort of staying on in a bedsit, like?
I suppose so, yes.
I'd apply to London then, Brian. Change your course for Sonia's sake. Sonia, she's one in a million, is Sonia.
Really? I never dreamt you held her in such high regard.
Oh, I do, Brian, I do.
Oh, and you think I should stay here, do you?
Yeah, I think that would probably be the safest horse to back, the wisest card to play. Yeah, I think that'd probably be the best thing.
The best thing for who, Steve? For you or for me?
No scales off my codpiece, Bri. You know.
Well, I tell you, Steve, whatever university I go to, I am not staying here with a continual distraction like you. You're just a hulking great gormless fly that spent its life trampling its feet in my ointment. You have spoiled everything I have ever had. Well, you are not going to get to sabotage my degree as well.
Oh, you make me tired, Brian. You make me sick. I've always been your excuse, haven't I? You get out clothes. Oh, no, I didn't muck it up myself. It was Steve. Good old Steve. Never gets the biscuit, always gets the blame. Well, when it comes to spoiling things for people, mate, just what about you, eh? You're just a self-centred, self-satisfied, smug and selfish git.
All reverting to the language of the nursery, are we?
Oh, sod off up your university, Brian. You're fitting well up there. You're just your sort. All a bunch of stuck-up phonies. Well, I don't need you. I can survive. I'm resilient.
Oh, yes, old elastic legs, aren't you? Old ping-pong features, always bouncing back.
Listen, mate, you might have brains, but I've got something just as good. I can get on with people. I've got charm!
Oh, have you, Steve? Well, tell me, what's it like being popular? What's it like having a lot of friends? I mean, do tell me. Or maybe your mate to speak up for you, because he's about the only friend you've got.
He's a big prat, isn't he? Go on, then. Sing us a song.
Well, I'll certainly be sorry to see you go, Brian.
Oh, well, in many ways, I'll be sorry to leave.
Well, no, you've been a good, reliable worker, and that's a lot in your favour, you know.
Oh, thanks very much, Mr. Wallace.
Right. Oh, and if you need a reference or a job in the summer holidays, just let me know.
Oh, thanks very much, I will.
Have you had anything final yet? You know where you're going?
Well, in the end, I decided to change my course to computing studies and put London at the top of the list. But I've not had a letter of acceptance or anything yet.
Well, you won't forget the week's notice, will you?
No.
Right. All the best. Cheerio.
Cheerio.
What are you doing, Brian?
Oh, hello, Sonia. I know it's a bit presumptuous, but I bought my scarf.
Yeah, looks sort of really nice, yeah. I was just sort of passing by,
Yeah?
and I thought I'd drop in and see if you had any news or that.
Oh, no, not yet. Any day now, though, I should think. I'm getting very impatient. I'm practically out there every morning pulling the bag off the postman.
Yeah, right. I did sort of come in to say, well, I sort of appreciate you applying to London and forgetting about Reading and that.
Oh, well, probably be happier in London anyway.
Yeah, I'd be happier with you in London, too.
Sonia, I'm sorry we've had so many misunderstandings lately.
Sort of fraught with them sometimes, aren't we? Must be the biorhythm, sort of the lunar vibes, you know?
Here, little fingers.
Yeah, why not? It's kind of like a little finger situation.
Hey, thanks for sticking by me, Sonia, through all the disasters and the calamities and that, and for helping me through. You know, I couldn't have done it without you. And, well, I love you.
Brian, I don't know, it's all a bit... It's sort of turning into a Humphrey Bogart situation.
Aye, QE2 seems to be flying over again.
Steve, what do you want?
Hi, Bray. Hi, Sonia. Is he knocking you about? Shall I come back later with a bucket and sponge?
Steve, what is it you want?
Get your paper knife out of its scabbard. It's come. The University's Central Council on Admissions. Second epistle to the morons. Here you go, B. Webber. Must have come second post. Moment the truth has arrived, eh?
Hey, Sonia, it's come. Hey, I'm afraid to open it now. What if they've turned me down? What if I haven't got a place?
Oh, don't be such a wormhole. Do you want me to do it?
No, it's all right. Well, here goes.
Go on, open it.
I've been accepted!
Oh, Brian! It's great! It's really great!
Yeah, good on you, Bri. Well done, son. Calls for a bar of chocolate all round.
Read it out, then.
It says, Dear Mr. Webber, we take great pleasure in informing you that you have been offered a place on the BSc Honours Degree course in Computing Studies at Durham University. Durham? Oh, my God.
Sorry, Bri, did you want it? Catalogue from the university.
Oh, no, Steve, carry on for the moment. And it's the prospectus, Steve, strictly speaking, not a catalogue. Catalogue is more sort of mail order. But the brochure for the university we call a prospectus.
Oh. Seems to be a lot going on in the grounds there.
The campus. That's what we call the university precincts. We call it the campus.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, yeah, the campus. Seems to be a lot to do, you know, with them clubs and the student union.
Well, that'll be the extracurricular activities, Steve. The non-academic things we call extracurricular when we're at the university.
Hey, they've even got a potholing club. Great, eh?
Oh, yes, the student union has the potholing club, yes. Oh.
I suppose you'll go potholing then, eh?
Well, I may do, you never know.
Yeah. You likely get in with the potholing people. You know, the student potholing set. Yeah, you and like-minded people, well, I guess you'll all sort of go potholing together at the weekends.
Well, you must come and visit me when I'm settled in. We could all go potholing. I mean, you could go potholing too.
Oh, no. No, thanks all the same, Bri, but, well, not with the university potholing people. They'd be your own friends. Wouldn't know what to say.
Well, you've got a tongue in your head. You could keep your end up.
Yeah, but they'll all be talking potholes. And I won't be able to talk potholes because they'll have all been down potholes and I won't have been down any potholes. I'll just sort of be here, stuck in a rut.
Yeah, well, that's about it. If you find that I've left anything, perhaps you could send it on.
Oh, yeah, if I found you left anything, then I could send it on.
Because you've got my Durham address.
Oh, yeah. Get your self-contained study bedroom in the Ola residence. Yeah, I got your address.
What about you, Steve? What will you do? What are your plans?
Oh, well, I don't think I'll stay on here.
Well, you could let the other half of the room. The millennium might have come. You might get a nurse in.
Oh. No, I don't hold out much hope for nurses now. I don't know. Might take myself off somewhere. I might go to France for the grape picking.
Isn't the season almost over, though?
Well, they might need a few people for the bottling department. You know, sticking the corks in, slapping on the labels.
Well, I better be going, Steve, or I'll miss my train.
I won't come to the station, if you don't mind.
No. It's a long way, Durham, but it's all I was offered. Can't afford to turn it down.
Hey, do you think there'd be any opportunities for plumbers in Durham?
Oh, I should think so, yes.
Really?
That is no. So, Steve, no, not with unemployment as being as bad as it is. No, I wouldn't count on thoughts like that. Not if you've got a steady job in London.
You'd be wanting to get that train, then?
Yes, better be after getting the train. Time's getting on.
Bri?
Yeah?
Well, I just wanted to say, like, that... Well, we're all proud of you, you know. Getting to the university and that. All them late nights and candle ends, it all paid off. I know I have a joke about it sometimes, but, we're all proud of you, like.
I know, Steve, I know. Thanks.
Cheerio then, Bright.
Goodbye.
How you fixed for the Dordogne then, eh?
Oh, come on, Sonia, come on. You're there, aren't you? Come on, Sonia! Oh.
Brian? Is it you? Brian!
Another £5, sir.
Sorry?
To Durham, another £5, sir.
Another 5? Well, can I give you a cheque?
Do you have a banker's card, sir?
No.
Well, it's all posted there, sir. Next, please. Would you mind standing to one side, please?
Yeah, but I've got to get to Durham and the banks have closed. Oh, no, just forget it. I'll get the bus.
There we are. Thanks very much.
Ticket to Durham, please.
I don't know whether you'll actually get on this one. It's a bit oversubscribed. Suddenly everybody wants to go there, you know. Oh, yes, there are 2. If you don't mind sitting in the smoking.
Oh, well, I don't really have much choice, do I? When does it go?
1 minute exactly.
Someone's cutting it a bit fine. I only just got on myself.
Yeah, I only just managed. Brian.
Steve. Oh, Stephen.
Blimey!
Sonia!
Brian!
Sonia!
Hey, Mama Canary, will ya?
Oh!